Hey guys, it's Kayla from Killing It With Coupons, and this week I'm going to share with you guys my freezer dinner recipes and also what I'm making, kind of how I'm using my groceries for this week. And I have a whole video on how I do my freezer dinners, why I do them this way, which is I guess a little bit of an untraditional way of doing them. I don't do a big once a month, grocery shopping haul and do all of my freezer dinners that way. I do small kind of weekly portions, and I have got so many freezer dinners outside that the ones that I'm actually making for this week we won't even touch this week, so we'll use those for future weeks. And when I do my freezer dinners, I almost always do them in twos, so I'm doing 2 different recipes this week, but I will be doing 2 of them in each. I'll kind of share with you guys, they're sort of my recipes, kind of hybrids of recipes that I've just used a lot and kind of just found what worked best for us, and what again freezes kind of well and things like that. So I will again share with you guys kind of both of those recipes, how I'm doing them. Again, I go into far greater detail in a video. It's an older video, but it still is pretty much the exact same as to how and why I do those freezer dinners the way that I do them. So I will link that video for you guys if you guys want to check that out. Again, I will share with you guys kind of just the brief recipe of the ones that I'm doing for this week and kind of break down the price for you guys and show you guys how, again, the way I found works best. If I make my freezer dinners weekly, I've actually found that I think it saves more money than trying to do a big bulk once a month, kind of, or every 2 week freezer dinner cooking. Again, this is what I found works best for us. Might not necessarily work best for you, but if you guys are interested in recipes and also kind of, again, the way I do it a little bit more of an untraditional way, you guys can stick around and watch the rest of the video. I will share with you guys the recipes and some other little tips and things like that about my freezer dinners for this week. The first recipe that I'm doing for this week is salsa chicken taco. I'll break down the ingredients that I'm using and also kind of what I ended up paying for everything for this week, and break down the price for you guys so I can show you guys how I'm able to again save in doing the freezer dinners this way and making these freezer dinners as inexpensive as I can using the products that I get on sale every week. Again, with these recipes, I am going to be making 2 freezer dinners. The first thing I've got is the boneless, skinless chicken breast, and I'm using 2 chicken breasts, which are just about £1 each. I got these on sale this week at Caputo's for 99 cents a pound, so roughly about $1 or so per chicken breast. And again, I'll be using 1 for each of the freezer dinners. And then I also got salsa. Now I got this on sale last week at Jewel. These were 99 cents each. So again, I'll be using 1 for each of them. And then the organic black beans, I got these at Aldi this week and they were 89 cents, and I'll be using a half of the can for each of the freezer dinners. And then the frozen corn, which is 95 cents at Aldi's, and again, I will be using about a half of the bag for each of the freezer dinners. And then the taco seasoning, which is 29 cents at Aldi, and again, I got 2 of those and we'll be using 1 for each. And for this recipe, I would normally use my homemade taco seasoning, but I'm actually out right now. A lot of times that winds up being cheaper for me because I think making it's cheaper than getting the taco seasoning, but I went ahead and picked these up again because I'm out. So all of the products here cost me just about $6.38 for the total of all of them, which again we'll be making 2 different freezer dinners, so that's about $3.19 per meal. The next thing I've got here is my gallon-sized freezer bags. So I wrote on here already that these are the salsa chicken tacos, and the cook time both low and high, and that's sometimes going to depend a little bit on slow cookers. I kind of just gauge mine again on how long I think it's going to wind up taking, but that's the rough estimate about chicken breast in the slow cooker. So in addition to the items that I picked up this week, when I go to serve these, we'll need tortillas, either the hard or soft shell tortillas, and then also cheese, the sour cream, lettuce, tomato, any of the other things that kind of go along with the tacos. So after cooking these, I will just shred these up, the chicken breast, in the slow cooker because it shreds up really well once it's cooked in the slow cooker. and then I will add it, and it is just like a, you know, like a filler for tacos. But the one thing that is really great that works well with this is that if you don't want to do that and make them into tacos, you can always just do like a salsa chicken and add more chicken to your freezer dinners and then serve it just as like a chicken breast. So again, if you want to do more chicken breast or less chicken breast, normally again less chicken breast winds up being cheaper, although you will have to pay for like the extra additions to, you know, however you're cooking it with the tortillas and, you know, cheese, other sides and stuff like that. But again, however you guys decide to do this, this is a really adaptable recipe. It's probably one of my favorites. Again, I found that, you know, you can literally just about add whatever type of, you know, salsa you want, or you can add beans or don't have to add beans or corn or, you know, any of that kind of stuff. Again, using your own homemade taco seasoning, any of that type of stuff. It just, again, is a really adaptable recipe to go ahead and, you know, like I said, do however you want. This is just how I'm doing it specifically for this week. I have, again, changed it up on so many different occasions. Sometimes I won't add the beans or the corn. Sometimes I might not even add the taco seasoning. I might just do it as like a salsa chicken. Like I said, it's a super adaptable recipe. This is just how I'm doing them this week. One of my other little tips though is if you guys have like a big, when you're doing freezer dinners, if you have a big like a pitcher, or I know that I think on Amazon they sell those nifty little bag holders that you can use as well to fill your like your bags. I don't know how much they are, I haven't really looked into those, but this works super well for us, so that's what I'm actually going to do, and then fill up all of my ingredients, and I'll just do one at a time. And again, it works really well. I found just using, this is literally all we use this pitcher for, is just for the when I do my freezer dinners, because of how large it is. I actually think it was part to a like a iced tea maker or something like that, and we don't have any of the other pieces anymore, and it's almost too big for like too wide to be an actual pitcher. We have plenty of other ones, so this is just, I use this one only for my freezer dinners. But again, it works super well because it's so wide at the top that everything fits in there really well. So I'm going to start on making these two freezer dinners. So the salsa chicken tacos are all done, and I'm gonna get these out to the freezer. Again, guys, this recipe is super adaptable. Again, if you wanted to do it with more chicken breast and serve it just with chicken breast, you could also serve it over rice. Like I said, you guys can just really make this your own, and you know, there's, like I said, it's so, there's so many different ways to do these salsa chickens. So like I said, I'm gonna get these out to the freezer and get rolling on the next ones. So these are the next freezer dinners that I'll be making, and this one is the just pretty much chicken pasta. This one is, again, another really adaptable recipe that you guys can do just about any way. If you guys wanted to, you can do it with chicken, or you can do it with ground beef or ground turkey. This is the way, again, I'm gonna do these ones for this week, because what I had on sale was the chicken breast. And I also got the pasta sauce on sale this week. So again, going over the prices that I ended up paying for these items, and also the ingredients that I'll need. The boneless, skinless chicken breast, again, the same price, 99 cents, and that was per pound. Both chicken breasts are roughly about a pound each, so again, that was about $1.98 between the two of them. And then the pasta sauce this week was on sale at Valley Produce at 3 for $5, and actually the way the register took off, they were $1.66 each, so that was $4.98 for 3 of them. And what I found is that 1 jar of pasta sauce is too little to actually use enough of to go over the pasta, and 2 is almost too much, so I like to do 1.5 per bag, so I'll be splitting these again. And then another thing I really like to do is add in some extra veggies. This week I didn't have any bell peppers, but sometimes I will add bell peppers or mushrooms, things like that, to you know, the extra, some extra ingredients, some, you know, fresh vegetables and things like that. The zucchini this week at Caputo's was on sale 49 cents per pound, and I picked up just a little under a pound, which was 46 cents. So again, I like to add extra vegetables, extra ingredients and things like that. The type of pasta sauce that I got, the ragu, is the chunky tomato, garlic, and onion. I could always add extra tomatoes if I wanted to it, to extra onions, extra garlic, that kind of stuff, since those are already flavored. I'm not going to add any extras to it, but you always could. Again, extra bell peppers, anything like that. I'm going with the zucchini for this week, so it's a little bit chunkier, a little bit more flavorful. It's got some extra veggies in there that, you know, you snuck into the recipe, that nobody almost has to be the wiser to know they're getting extra zucchini in there. And so again, this one is a super easy, fast recipe. The total for these items came out to $7.42, which is about $3.71 for the 2 meals that I'm making with these. And I will also have to pay for, again, the pasta when we go to cook it, but I have got a cabinet full of pasta, so you know that's good, but that is, you know, an extra additional cost. Add the pasta in when you're done cooking it. So I'm gonna get rolling on these. I actually am going to chop up the chicken breast and also the zucchini to add in there, so that's what I'm going to do first, and then add them all to the big bag. Alright guys, so these chicken pastas are done. Again, on there I just wrote you know, what it is and the cook time on there, and then just to make sure that I add pasta obviously to it. But again, this is another super adaptable recipe. You can add extra veggies in there. Always sneak in those extra veggies, guys. And then the you know, you can do it too if you want to be, you know, go chicken heavy on it, you can, and add more chicken and do it more of a like chicken over pasta. And you know, I am just mixing the chicken in with the pasta kind of. I cut up the chicken, you know, it's all chopped up inside there. And again, it's another super fast, easy, simple recipe to go throw in the freezer. So that does it for my last 2 freezer dinners for this week. So for this week, for my grand total of the 4 freezer dinners that I made, it ended up costing me roughly about $13.80, which again, for 4 dinners for, you know, weeks in the future, because again, we won't be eating these ones this week, because again, I've got so many freezer dinners outside already that we are good, but these will be for future weeks. For adding to my stock of freezer dinners, you know, under $15 to make 4 freezer dinners is a really great price. So guys, that does it for me this week for my freezer dinners. Let me know if you guys enjoy seeing these. Again, I have that whole video about how and why I do my freezer dinners this way, which again, a little bit more of an untraditional way of doing them. This works out really well for me to do it this way. And actually, I think helps me save a little bit more, because I'm not just buying everything all at one time. I'm waiting until I get the stuff and when I get it on sale and things like that, so I'm able to, you know, be a little bit more picky with when I do different types of freezer dinners and things like that. But again, let me know if you guys enjoy these type of videos, because I will share them if you guys still enjoy seeing them. And then also too, because I might add in some extra things too and some other recipes, and again, try and break down those prices for you guys and show you guys how, you know, the difference of me saving when I get the stuff on sale versus just going to a grocery store, picking up all the items I need, doing one big, you know, once a month bulk shopping trip and stuff like that. Actually doesn't save me, that I've found, as much money as doing them this way. So if you guys are on board for seeing these, let me know. I will see you guys all in the next video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up, and I will see you then. So bye guys.